In today's video, how to lose fat and preserve strength during these difficult times. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and I want to thank you guys for continuing to send me great questions. And today's question comes from my Instagram direct message, which I'll put on the screen here. If you'd like to send me a question, you can, and I'd love to answer them. I'm really trying to focus on things that are more specific to what's going on right now, with many of us being under restrictions, kind of being either at our house, limited access to type of gym facilities. The question, I'm going to read it here and then we'll discuss it. Hope you and your family are doing well during this tough time. We are. Thank you for that. Also, I have a question. Now that all gyms are closed, how would I go about losing fat and preserving my strength? I'm 27, 6 foot, and roughly 270 pounds. I have no gym equipment at home. Thank you for your time. Well, I want to give you my top 3 things that successful people do when it comes to fat loss, because the statistics are pretty overwhelming. And when it comes to fat loss, people lose body fat all the time. Hundreds of pounds. But the statistics say that they don't keep it off. They gain it back, and they oftentimes gain back more. This body fat overshooting or rapid body fat regain, it's kind of a self-defense mechanism. I've done videos on that topic, but I want to give my advice on how you, at 270 pounds, at 6 foot tall, I think it's clear to say 200 pounds would be a pretty nice weight for you to get to maintain, right? So you're nowhere near your body composition that you should be at. And so we have a long way to go. And the real difficulty with that is that it can feel overwhelming, and it can feel like it's going to have such a long time. And especially at a period like this, when perhaps you have less access to a gym, you might just want to throw in the towel. But I want to give my top 3 tips of the most successful dieters and people that are the most successful at not only losing the weight, because a lot of people are successful there, but keeping it off for a long period of time, okay? And whenever I start speaking with somebody about this process, it always comes down to adjusting your lifestyle, okay? You have to start making changes to what you're doing. You can't expect to make changes for 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and then just go back to your previous lifestyle and keep those changes. They have to be things that you can do for a long time. So first and foremost, before anything else, you have to start planning ahead. When I got into the sport of bodybuilding and I started taking things seriously, the one thing I noticed was that the people that I was following on social media, or heck, this was even before social media, on the message boards, or just in general, even in the magazines, they always seem to have things done ahead of time, okay? And that's really what I've come to learn as the most successful trait as a coach of many amazing athletes. The one thing that I can say across the board, that those of my clients that are successful, myself when I'm my most successful, is that I plan ahead. And that's on 2 different fronts, okay? So first would be, and this is my first tip, plan your meals ahead of time. Do not wait until you're hungry to eat. That is a recipe for just grabbing whatever's easiest and getting back to work, or grabbing whatever's easiest and getting back on the road. Wherever you're at, if it comes time to eat and you do not have a meal planned, you are way more likely to overeat. That can simply cascade into you eating terrible foods the rest of the day because you said, well, I ate crap at lunch, might as well just eat crap at dinner and I'll just get back on track tomorrow. No, plan ahead. Now, I know a lot of us have difficulty planning ahead for a few reasons. Hey, we're not all chefs. I am sponsored by a company, so I just wanted to share that with you. And they often do things during this period of time, like free shipping. And these meals are very affordable. So here's what I'm actually eating for lunch today. This is Icon Meals, beef medallions. It's just rice, green beans, and steak, okay? Now, the whole purpose of me having Icon Meals, the reason I'm sponsored by them, is because I use their meals, and the owner finally said to me, hey, would you like to be a part of the company? Of course. So now I get the meals for free. But really, if you just go on the website and scroll through, you can pick out meals. Another great option that they have is you can pick out like you can just buy chicken, just buy rice, just buy green beans. And typically what I'll do at home is I'll cook food in bulk. So I don't have them neatly packaged like this, but I'll cook, say, 5 to 10 sweet potatoes. I'll cook a bunch of rice. I'll cook a bunch of steak, chicken, and I'll have it in the fridge. And when I go to eat, I know, hey, I just need to go get my 7 or 8 ounces of beef. I need to get a couple ounces of rice or whatever it might be and some veggies. And that's really it. Now, that's tip 1. Planning ahead your meals. either going to the store, cooking it, putting it in the fridge as bulk, or ordering from a food service, Icon Meals, or something similar. Okay, there's probably one local to you. These are great ways to just have your decision making made for you. The next is a similar tip. So tip number 2 is going to be create a schedule for yourself that you have to follow. If you do, and I've made these mistakes, and the reason why I love sharing this information, because this is what I used to do. Hey, I'm gonna go to the gym today at 6 o'clock. Well, guess what? The day gets long. I've got responsibilities piling up. My energy is low. I'm a little bit stressed. You know what? If I skip the gym, I can get a little bit more work done. So-and-so called and something came up. Plan your day ahead of time. Know that that time for you is for working out. Now, obviously, we're not able to access gyms right now. At least most of us are not. So even though we're not able to access the gym right now, set that time aside so that we can focus on that time being around some type of exercise resistance training. Now, if you live in a place where you can go outside, hey, now's a good time to start going outside, taking walks. Maybe you start running some sprint intervals. Maybe you start doing jump rope. Maybe you go down to the local basketball court while no one's there because we're keeping our distance, and you shoot baskets and you run layup drills. That's one of my favorites. Find something to do that you enjoy. Make sure you're setting aside time for yourself to do some type of exercise, okay? If you are not, you're gonna fall back into these bad habits. You're gonna miss a day of working out. You're gonna feel like crap. You're gonna go, why am I even bothering with my planned meals? So now you've kind of compounded the issues, and this is where we can get our mindset into thinking it's okay to kind of backslide. Now, tip number 3 is going to be a little bit more specific to the diet, because you have so much weight to lose that I really think that that's where we need to focus. And tip number 3 is going to be choosing high volume foods for yourself throughout the day, okay? So if you're going to have a snack, have something that is whole food. What is a whole food? Well, fruits and vegetables are whole foods. So if you have something like a fruit or a vegetable versus something like a candy or a processed treat, you're more likely to have satiety or fullness from that than you are if you just grab something that's gonna give you some sense of kind of fullness for a few moments, but it's just gonna create more hunger down the road. So really, those are my 3 biggest tips for you, my man. You really gotta stick with it during this time. Just because you can't go to the gym, I have put a free downloadable home workout on my website. Now, this downloadable workout actually requires that you have some dumbbells, but if you don't have dumbbells, most places you can still go get them. You can still go to things like Target and grab some dumbbells, or if not, maybe you can go to an online retailer and have them deliver the stuff to your house. And if you can't do that, well, I did a video a couple days ago of a workout using a milk jug filled with water. That's 8 pounds. 2 of those is 16 pounds, right? So we can look around the house and find things, but I have a free program on prophysique.com/programs. I'll put the link below where you can go download it. It's a 5-day, pretty advanced kind of workout to do at the house, okay? So it all comes down to your mindset. Is your mindset, you're looking for a reason to opt out of being successful? Or is your mindset that you're looking for opportunity to get better? Those of us right now that are looking for opportunity to get better, we will be better, okay? And those of us that opt out and say, you know what, I have an excuse now, you're just gonna end up in the same place you were before, all right? So hopefully this video helps you out, my friend. I hope you comment below. I wanna keep up with your success. I wanna follow along this journey, really focusing on putting yourself in a position to succeed. Use this time to get closer to yourself, to put yourself first, okay? You know, we want to make sure that everyone around us is safe and all those things, but don't look at this as an opportunity to fail. Look at it as an opportunity to succeed. All right, my friends, I hope you guys are having a great start to the week. I know we're all going through a lot of this. I won't even turn on the TV anymore. It's just bad news, and I really just want to focus on, you know, what we can do to keep to ourselves and continue to get better. If you guys have any questions, comments, Instagram direct message, leave a comment here, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.